Hey guys, it's Kayla, and today's tutorial is going to be a DIY project on turning these basic t-shirts into a fun tank top for the summertime. Now, this is a very basic tutorial, but I thought I would show you guys just in case you weren't aware how I do it, so let's go ahead and get started. For this project, you're going to need some basic t-shirts that you want to cut up. I got these from my thrift store for a couple of dollars, and you're also going to need a pair of very sharp scissors. To begin, all we're going to do is simply measure out where we're going to be cutting. So I'm taking this twig. I found this on the ground, so you could use a ruler, but I don't have one at the moment. So I'm just going to use this to mark off about 1.5 inches from the actual seam of the sleeve. So, I mean, it's up to you how big and wide you want the straps of your top to be. Next, I'm going to measure out the bottom of the shirt, which is right underneath the actual sleeve. So I'm measuring out the same measurements, which is 1.5 inches. With a pencil. Now it's time for us to cut off our sleeves, and the marks that we made were basically going to connect the two, so I made an imaginary line for me to go ahead and cut off the entire sleeve. And of course, everything we do to one side of the top, we're going to do the same thing to the other side of our top. After we cut off our sleeves, this part is really important. We're just going to take each side of the sleeve and begin to pull the fabric. As you can see, this is just going to create a little curl effect on the end where we cut off, the material, and it gives it a better look. So every time you basically cut something, you're going to go ahead and pull it. Now it's time for me to cut off the neckline of this top. It's up to you how you want to create the neckline. You can do a round neck, you can do a V-neck, which is what I'm going to do today. So I'm just cutting 2 little slots in the shoulder part of the shirt so I can begin to cut the front. And I am cutting this in a V-neck shape. Like I said, it's up to you what you want to do. And of course, after I finish cutting the shirt, I'm going to begin to pull the fabric. Next, I'm going to go ahead and begin to cut the back of the neckline off, and I'm just going to keep this very simple and cut along the seams just because I like the look of a higher back on tank tops like this. For the final cut, we're going to go ahead and cut off the seam of the shirt, and I'm keeping this very simple and just going along the seams that are stitched at the bottom of the top. So you can make this into a crop top. It's up to you really what you want to do. So after you do that, you basically, of course, want to go ahead and pull the fabric tight to create a beautiful curl. After cutting the t-shirt into a tank top, this is what it finally came out to look like. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a second little technique which I used on my second shirt. So all we're going to need, of course, are just a pair of scissors and our tank top, which I used all the steps above. And I'm just going to use the scissors to create little slits in the back. And I basically just did 3 little slits, and after every slit that I cut, I of course pulled the fabric to kind of bend the edges and curl them inward. This step is optional. You guys do not have to cut slits in the back of your shirt like I did, but that's basically it for this tutorial today on how I turn this basic t-shirt from a thrift store into a fun tank top for the summertime. Please take the time to subscribe to my channel for more videos to come, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!